Hello and welcome to another episode of The Way We Saw It. We are today in Medellin in Colombia. This is our hotel. There's the other gentleman. We're waiting for our transportation to go and discover this city. Our hotel is in the El Poblado area, which is a nice area of Medellin. It has a lot of modern houses, little cafes, little restaurants. And Medellin is the second largest city in Colombia, has somewhat a bad reputation from the past, has actually a good reputation from the modern times because it's a city that has transformed itself quite a lot with architecture, with social projects, and our discovery and our video today will try to showcase some of those achievements.
Our first stop on our tours through Medellin is the Museo de Antioquia. Sorry, I have problems with this name, which is located on the square of Botero, the Botero Square, which is actually just in front of the museum. And where you can see, of course, a lot of Botero sculptures. And this is a Art Deco palace here where the museum is located. It's actually the second oldest museum of Colombia, with a lot of pre-Columbian art. So in this museum there's also a very large Botero collection. As you can see here are some examples of his work, which he actually donated to the museum in the 70s and in the 80s. A lot of pieces and sculptures and paintings. And for those of you who haven't seen Botero before, he's always painting the pictures in a very generous way. Especially you can see over here the lady or the guy also. It's very, maybe in simple words to say, very fat.
That's Marie Antoinette.
And in the pictures, there's always a sin also. So, for example, you will see in the pictures a snake, Adam and Eve, the snake, which is a sin, or the apple, or some very simple things like here, the wife probably of the guy in the front has some fun with another man in the bed behind the children. So it's very interesting to find the sin in each picture of Botero. Practically, there's not in every picture a sin, only when you see in the picture the snake and the apple. You can see the little boy has an apple in the hand. And have a look at the picture. What do you think? What is the sin here? To make it short and sweet, the church is giving money to the politician. So that's here the sin in this picture. I have to speak a little bit louder because there are so many school classes here. There are so many different colors of clay exposed, and these different clays are all from Colombia. It's beautiful. There's also some pre-Hispanic art. And there's another one here actually, made from clay. I'm joking, this is of course Bart Simpson. Exposed here next to the pre-Columbian art.
Next up on our tour is the Jardin Botanico, the botanical gardens. We are in the middle of the afternoon actually. We thought that we would have a nice lunch here, but we are actually too late. They have a good restaurant here called In Situ, but too late, we cannot have lunch anymore. So we decided to go to this cafe called El Vagon, which is also in the garden in a nice setting. Unfortunately, they don't have anything either. So we not even ice cream.
They have mango juice, but it comes from a bucket.
We have a mango juice. They have a very, very long list of things they have, which they don't have. So we're having a little mango juice before we discover this garden.
In the botanical garden there's also an orchid garden, which is just behind me here. And there's a very modern architecture sculpture which represents the beehives. And also is representing the modern architecture of Medellin. Unfortunately, it's also closed today because they're setting up an event. So maybe it's not our lucky day in the botanical garden. And here in the shrubs of the beaten path, you find ginger flowers. Look how beautiful these are. Plenty of them.
And the roots of these plants is ginger root.
Really?
That you use for tea and cooking.
For our loyal followers who already know that we love Jardin Botanicos or botanical gardens, know that we have been to plenty in the past. You can click above to see other ones. And I must say this one is really a poor edition of that, because when you look at the plants, they are in really bad condition, and also how we say that, the green is full of weeds and there are no signage and people are writing their names on the plants, and it's a little bit of pity. It's more like an amusement park.
So the butterfly garden is closed. So we are definitely not lucky, but we have nice pictures of the butterflies, and the botanical garden is actually a nice park, so you can come here and get off the hustle and bustle of the city. But more than that, not really.
The next stop on our Medellin exploring tour is the MAMM, the Museum Arte Medellin Moderno, or Moderno Medellin, I don't know which way around. And the traffic almost killed us. We are coming from the Jardin Botanico and it took like 45 minutes, so now we have to rush because we have only 1 hour left to see this museum. In the Museum of Modern Art, of course, there's a lot of modern art. What else should there be? This one is really well done. Everything is explained in English as well. And the artist and the collection is very good. And from the rooftop you have a view over Medellin, and it's raining again. Here is another exhibition hall, but they're just putting a new exhibition up. So during the installation it's closed, of course. I don't know, today is not so much our lucky day, I guess.
We are actually already out from the museum. It was the building is beautiful. It's a big building, and but there's only on one floor there's exhibition, on the 4th floor, and there's 3 rooms. And you're done in like 40 minutes, so you don't need so much time here. The building itself is worth a visit. The exhibition may be just an accessory. So this was the Modern Art Museum of Medellin. Just next to the Museum of Modern Art, 100 meters away, is the Mercado del Rio, and this is like a market with different food stalls, and we're going to grab some food over there.
So the starter has arrived, it's very loud here, and we opted for some Italian food. Martin's just having a bruschetta.
Warm bruschetta, pizza style.
Looks like a pizza, but it's good.
It's good.
And here comes the main course. Marty has a cordon bleu, chicken cordon bleu with some cheese filling and spicy sauce. And I have pasta with tuna and a fresh salad. Looks good to me.
Another place to visit in Medellin is the Museum of Memory. You can see the building behind, architecturally already a masterpiece. This museum tracks the difficult times Colombia has gone through and showcases all the different populations and their hardships.
So this was a museum memoria, very tough, very interesting because there are so many stories, so many dead people, so many violence. I personally believe it's really good that they created a space where all this is kind of like captured and where you can think about it, and so that this will never get forgotten. And also a place for the dead people. There was a room where you could see all the dead people in their happy moments, that they never will be forgotten.
Another stop on your visit of Medellin is the Cerro de Multibara. This is the Multibara Hill, from where you have a good view on the city of Medellin. It's not the highest point, but it's fairly central, so it's quite easy to come here. There's a lot of people today because today is Sunday, and there's also a lot of food options. You can drink, you can eat, and you can enjoy the day. Very good also for bicycles, for bikers. So let's have a look on Medellin from here.
From here you have a nice view over the city, which is gigantic, and there are always clouds coming down from the mountains or get stuck at the mountains. So when you look around, there's always a spot in the city where there's some rain coming down. I was just finishing my sentence with the rain, that it always rains somewhere, and when I finished my sentence it started to rain right here. So we got shelter in this little restaurant. There you can see the rain, and now we have a quick bite of something, quick lunch, and then we continue our sightseeing, because as fast as the rain comes, it always disappears again as well. On top of the Multibara Hill, there's also the Museo de la Ciudad, where you can see old photographs of the city and its development over the last 200 years. Very interesting, very small museum, 2,000 pesos entrance fee, and you get 2 postcards with it. Unfortunately no stamp on it, but at least something, and this is how it looks like. Colombia is also one country with the highest biodiversity, and we have seen so many funky birds here. Look at this yellow, beautiful, pretty bird here.
Medellin also has a vibrant city center, all evolving around the Parque Lleras. And there are shops, cafes, restaurants, clubs, bars, everything a hipster would look for. And this is a very interesting place to walk about and to have a coffee and a snack.
Look at this, how much it is raining. I hope you can see it a little bit. Crazy, but this is also Medellin in the rain. And we hope that you enjoyed the vlog from Medellin. Thank you so much for watching again. If you like, follow us on our Instagram account, the way we saw it, or Facebook page, whatever. Have a good time wherever you are. Subscribe to our channel down here and tick the little bell upstairs, then you will get notified when a new vlog from us comes out. All the best to you wherever you are. Bye bye.